In this video, we'll explore three types of prices, namely transaction prices, unit value prices, and model prices. Let's begin. For most activities, the appropriate price to collect is a transaction price. With this approach, a sample of precisely specified products is selected and real transaction prices are collected each pricing period. This technique is also called match model pricing or pricing to constant quality. The transactions should be fully defined for all the characteristics that influence their prices. When the quality or specifications change over time, adjustments should be made to the reported prices. The price of goods or services quoted in a catalog or advertisement is often called the list price, book price, or recommended retail price. Typically, the prices actually paid or received for goods or services are not the list prices, as negotiations result in some form of discount, particularly to large purchasers. Since list prices miss these discounts, they should be avoided. Next, let's explore unit value prices. A unit value price is calculated as the total sales value generated from all transactions divided by the number of units sold. This approach is flawed because changes in these resulting prices may be affected by changes in the mix of types of transactions that are included in each period. The primary reason is that unit values are typically available only for product categories that include multiple individual products with different levels of quality and price. When more of the higher quality, higher priced products are sold, the unit value rises even when the price of each individual product doesn't change. In practice, however, these unit value prices have one significant advantage. They indirectly increase the sample size of price observations, as each price reflects many individual transactions. National statistical offices face constraints in both data collection budgets and the reporting burden placed on surveyed businesses. So the decision to use unit value prices often comes down to a judgment of the gain in precision from increasing the number of price observations against the bias resulting from changes in the transaction mix each period. Unit value prices should be used with caution, but they are a viable approach for some services activities where the number of transaction prices observed in a month are very high. Services activities frequently priced with the unit value approach include air passenger transportation and advertising sales. Now let's look at model prices. Transaction pricing is not feasible for activities where the products are unique and not reproduced over time. For example, an engineering company may be contracted to design a bridge. They will not design the same bridge repeatedly in future months, so we're unable to compare like to like each period. For such activities, we use a model price or an estimated transaction price. With this method, a real transaction is collected and specified in the initiation period. In future periods, the respondent estimates the price that would be charged if the same products or services were sold to a similar buyer. These estimates are typically based on the current hourly charge rates for the workers. Current market costs for materials used in these projects can also be updated.